Do you know that Coco and the others have been fooled by Qifrey's magic sword? The real wonder isn't the sword itself. In episode 7, Qifrey accepted a request and led Coco and the others to rescue people. When they arrived at the scene, Qifrey pulled out a strange long sword. The sword was covered with a layer of water film, and its blade was carved with many complex magic circles. Even more amazingly, he only stabbed the sword into the water, and the fierce floodwater parted on its own, creating a vacuum area behind it. Because of this, Olrugio successfully rescued the people to shore. The whole process went very smoothly after Qifrey came ashore. Coco and the others gathered around the magic sword full of admiration. Even the calm agate couldn't help examining it. Coco praised it as a magical sword, but what she didn't know was that the sword was only a carrier. Qifrey didn't cut through the flood with the sharpness of the sword. Instead, he relied on the magical severance field built by magic circles. Multiple layers of spells specially for cutting and separating were engraved on it. When activated, it forms a high-density magical film around the blade that can forcibly push apart and separate water molecules. If the magic circles were carved on a stick, it could achieve the same effect. The stick has too small a surface area. Only the blade of a sword is suitable for carving various magic circles. The sword that amazed Coco and the others is nothing special. What's truly magical is the magic on the sword. Do you know that Qifrey is also part of the Brimmed Caps plan? If you think about it carefully, you'll realize that Qifrey showed up way too conveniently. It's as if someone sent Qifrey to Coco at just the right moment. In episode 1, Qifrey brought several nobles to Coco's family tailor shop. He doesn't look like someone short on money, so why would he personally drive a flying carriage to such a remote little shop? Could it be that someone arranged for him to come there without Qifrey knowing? Also, how could a country child who doesn't understand how magic works damage the magic circle on the carriage? Most importantly, when Qifrey was repairing the magic circle, he happened to be seen by Coco. She discovered the big secret of magic, that magic is drawn. This discovery opened a new door for Coco, and it was also the direct reason that Coco was able to draw forbidden magic later. Here's the most interesting part. If any other mage had been there at that moment, they would definitely have erased Coco's memories right away. In that case, she would never have been able to save her mother. But the one who happened to be there was Qifrey. Qifrey also encountered the Brimmed Caps when he was little, and they even gouged out his right eye. That left him filled with hatred toward the Brimmed Caps. When he learned about the magic picture book, he broke the rules of the Magic Association and chose to keep Coco's memories intact. But this only helped the Brimmed Caps achieve their goal. Coco, chosen as their child of hope, officially set off on the path of learning magic. So the meeting between Qifrey and Coco was all part of the Brimmed Caps plan. What do you think? Do you know why is Agate so determined to practice light magic? Because it matters to Agate's entire career as a mage. If you watch closely, you'll notice that in episode 6, Agate keeps practicing the same magic over and over again. According to her, it is a light magic. At the end of the anime, she mentions that she will soon take her next exam. She is referring to the second pentagram trial, also known as the sincerity of the shield. She must use light magic to illuminate the cave and calm the luminaries so they do not panic and escape. Also, she must not let outsiders or the luminaries see her drawing the circle. This simulates how mages must not reveal their secrets when working in front of ordinary people. And in episode 7, she clearly shows the results of her practice. During an emergency with ordinary people watching, she hides her hands inside her wide mage's robe and secretly draws the light bird magic. The magic activates successfully and draws everyone's attention, buying time for Coco to draw her own circle. There is another layer to why Agate works so hard on light magic. It is also the main reason behind her anxiety and pressure. Agate comes from the Akalame family, the most famous librarian lineage in the Grand Hall. They manage the Tower of Tomes. In a librarian's daily work, light magic is the most practical, and she practices light magic so hard also to earn her family's approval. Do you know why only Coco can become the child of hope? Because Coco possesses 5 qualities that no one else can ever achieve. First, she has solid fundamental drawing skills. Coco learned tailoring from her mother since she was little. She excels at cutting and drawing far beyond the level of ordinary children. Her ability to draw straight lines even surprised Qifrey greatly. Second, she met the Brimmed Caps when she was young. This is extremely crucial. Deliberate guidance from the Brimmed Caps made her fearless of forbidden magic. Coco's attitude toward it is, this magic is amazing, I want to learn it too. Only someone unafraid of forbidden magic can possibly use it. Third, Coco owns magic ink mixed with blood. This was a special gift from the Brimmed Caps to Coco. From the spilled ink, we can see its color is close to that of blood. This allowed Coco to draw forbidden magic with her own hands, making it much easier to use a second time. Fourth, her obsession to save her mother pushes her deep into the forbidden realm. Coco's original reason for learning magic was never a sense of justice or duty. She only wants to turn her mother back, but the solution lies within forbidden magic itself. The Brimmed Caps are waiting for Coco to step onto that path herself. Fifth, Qifrey's indirect assistance. He chose not to erase Coco's memory. Instead, for his own purpose of hunting the Brimmed Caps, he taught her how to use magic. It was Qifrey who led Coco onto the official path of a mage. These 5 traits are not possessed by ordinary people. That is why only Coco can become the child of hope. Do you think who has the strongest flight magic among the Witch Hat Atelier? Qifrey is definitely number 1. Even Olrugio cannot compare to him. If you look closely, you will find that mage's flight abilities also vary greatly. For example, when Qifrey returns to the Grand Hall of Magic, he jumps from high above but lands steadily, without the slightest wobble in his body. But in episode 6, when Coco walks into Olrugio's room, he jumps from a seemingly low height. It has to adjust his angle repeatedly to steady himself. From this, we can tell that Qifrey is extremely skilled at flight magic. When Coco drew forbidden magic, Qifrey arrived instantly and successfully rescued her. When Agat was about to fall into the jaws of the giant scale dragon, it was also Qifrey who saved her and dashed quickly into the sky. Even his students are exceptionally talented, including Coco, of course, though her first flight did not go smoothly. During her first magic trial, Coco borrowed Agat's flight boots, but she had never touched flight magic before that. This caused her to stumble often, but in the end, she found a way to control it and completed her first trial. Qifrey's other disciples are also excellent. When Agat first appeared, her elegant flight magic amazed Coco. It shows that Agat is highly skilled at flying. In episode 5, everyone fully saw Tetia enrich his flight abilities. In the complicated labyrinth, they kept demonstrating their proficient flying skills, finally managed to restrain the giant scale dragon. So from this, we can see that Qifrey's flight ability is far superior to everyone else's.